Hey guys, I got a new video for you today, and we're going to be looking at the Tomons DL1101. And basically what this is, it's a bedside lamp, nightlight, atmosphere lamp with Bluetooth speaker all in one. So obviously this little device does a lot of different things. But besides being a Bluetooth speaker, and again, tons of Bluetooth speakers out there in the market, what I really liked about this device is that it is very unassuming. So if you have this sitting on a desk or a bookshelf or something like that, it doesn't look like a Bluetooth speaker. It actually looks very, very nice. It almost looks like a decorative piece. But besides that, it does a lot of different things. So obviously it is a Bluetooth speaker, so you can connect to different devices and play music through it. But again, if your device is able to make and receive phone calls, you can also use it as a hands-free speaker. So it has a built-in microphone and it has a speaker, so you can use it to make and receive phone calls also. Now, the thing that attracted me the most to this device, and it's something that I have been looking for, and I don't really see a lot of Bluetooth speakers having it, is the ability to not only play the music via Bluetooth, but it also has a micro SD card slot that you can load music onto and play through the Tomons. So that's really nice because again, you don't have to worry about it having connected it to another device and draining the battery from that device. You can, plug it in, or you can just insert your micro SD card in there with some preloaded music and then play it directly from there. And then besides that, it also has an FM radio built into it as well, so you can play music that way. So obviously, as you guys can see, it does have a lot of different features, and for the price point that these are going for on Amazon directly from the company, it's a very, very good bargain. I think they're around $25. So it's a great speaker, it looks nice, and it does a lot of different things. So let's go ahead and take a look at it. So as you open up the box, you're going to have a couple things in there. The first one is your micro USB cord here, and this is what you're going to be using to, or micro USB to USB cord, and it's where you're going to be using it to charge it. Then you also have a user guide here, and I always recommend reading through the user guides because they are going to give you a lot of very useful information, and for the most part companies nowadays make them very concise, very easy to get to the information that you need. And then last but not least is the speaker itself. So you have this little bag, and it does say please charge the speaker at your first using, which obviously I have already done. I've been using it for a couple weeks now. So as you slide it out of there, you can see that it is a very nice and elegant looking package. So you have this kind of matte white screen on the very top right here, and then you have a white ring on the bottom, and then you have your speaker grill right there surrounded by kind of like this silver ring as well. So again, sitting on a desk, sitting on a bookshelf, it looks very, very nice, very decorative. It's not going to scream wireless speaker or Bluetooth speaker or anything like that, but again, it has all those different features. So on the very front right here, you have a couple buttons. You have a minus and a plus button, and that's going to be used to either going forward and backwards on the track, depending on how you are connected to it, or going up and down on the volume. Usually if you just press it once, it'll go forward and backwards on the track. Or if you're using the FM feature, it'll go through the different stations, and then press and hold, and it'll put the volume up or down depending on which one you're pressing and holding. Then you have your play, pause, and power button right there, and it does have an LED around it, which allows you to know that it is turned on. On the very back right here, you have a couple things. You have a microphone there, then you have your micro SD slot, and then you have your micro USB charging port right here, which you're going to use to charge up the device. And then on the bottom, you have a couple more buttons. So you have a mode button, you have a loop. So if you have a particular song that you like and you want to go ahead and play it again, you can hit that. And then you have a timer button, so the lights on the device itself can turn off. And then a little reset button on the bottom there. So besides it having all of the different features as far as the speaker and to be able to connect to different things, it is an ambient light, which is really nice, and it has a couple different settings, which I'll go ahead and show you guys that first. Let me turn off these overhead lights. So I'll press the power button right here, and as you guys saw, it turned on.
Bluetooth's ready. Waiting for device connecting.
So it does tell you that it is ready, and it is ready to connect the device. And then you have your LED right there turning on, flashing on and off. So as far as the ambient light here, again, as you turn it on the first time, you're going to have the like dimmest, the lowest mode there. So basically all you have to do is just tap on top and it'll cycle through a couple of different outputs. So that one's a little bit brighter. You press it again, it's a little brighter. Press it again, and that's going to be your brightest mode. And then from there you have a red mode, and again it is coming up, there it is, it's better. So it is completely red. I don't know why it shows kind of like a little yellow hue on the bottom there. You don't really see that in person. It's actually completely red. And then if you press it one more time, it's going to cycle through some different ambient color lights. So it's actually kind of cycling more to a green now, and then more to a yellow. And then it kind of goes back to the red color there. So again, really, really nice. If you have this kind of sitting on, again, a desk or a mantle or a bookcase or something like that, it is going to look very, very nice. It looks very unassuming. It doesn't scream Bluetooth speaker. All right, so let me go ahead and turn on this overhead light again, and I'll show you guys how to pair it to different devices. I have my iPod here, so I'll go to Bluetooth. And let's see if we can zoom in. So there it is. So it found it, Tomons DL1101. I'll click on that. And it should pair in a second.
Bluetooth connected.
There it is. So it is connected. So now I can go ahead and go through my music here. And if I wanted to play a track. All right, so there it is. Now it is playing on the actual Bluetooth. So using the plus and the minus, if I leave it pressed, I can put up the volume. Or bring it back down. Okay. And then if I just press it once, it'll cycle through the different tracks. So go. So as you guys can see, it cycles back and forth, and you can put up the volume. So while it is connected to whatever the device is, so again, like an iPod, you can go ahead and play your music. But if I per se would have it connected to my cell phone, I can go ahead and use it to do the hands-free calling. Again, it has the speaker on the top and the microphone in the back. So sitting on my desk or something like that, I can go ahead and use that particular feature. So what I'm going to do now is I'll go ahead and disconnect from it and show you guys some of the other features. Let's see there. All right. So if you go ahead and press the mode button on the bottom.
TF card music player.
Obviously came on very, very loud. So now it is playing the music directly from the SD card. So again, if you don't want to use up the battery on your particular device that you might have it connected to via Bluetooth, you can go ahead and preload some songs onto your SD card, and now you have all that room, and without having to worry about draining the battery from your other devices. And then, last but not least, if you press it again, it'll go into your FM.
FM radio.
All right, so now it is playing, whatever the FM station that you had, there, and then you can actually cycle using the plus or the minus through the different FM stations until you find the one that you like. And then I'll go ahead and turn this off. So if you leave it pressed, you'll hear that beep, and then it'll turn it off. So again, it's a very nice and useful device if you're looking for something that's going to allow you to play your music through different options. So through another device, through an SD card, or if you want to go ahead and use the FM radio. It also has the built-in ambient light, which is very nice. So if you have this sitting like on your night table, you can have it set the timer in the bottom using the button right here, and then it'll turn off after a particular amount of time, that before you go to bed or something like that. So again, very, very useful device, especially for the amount of features that you have and the price point. So what I'm going to do is I'll leave a link below in case you guys are interested to their Amazon page, so you can pick one of these up. Again, this is the Tomons DL1101, and as the company put it, it is the bedside lamp, night light, atmosphere lamp, Bluetooth speaker. Let me know if you guys have any questions. Thanks.